Alright, we have a new team for today, and it is going to be Armor Rouge, but notably, although there is an Indeedee, this is not the Expanding Force Armor Rouge. This has weakness policy, and the way we're going to trigger it is with a Roaring Moon, using Earthquake against our own Armor Rouge to trigger that weakness policy, as well as weak armor. From there, you can either use something like a Heat Wave or a Stored Power to try and get a KO on something, and if you do want to have something that works with that Indeedee, we have the Hawlucha with Psychic Seed, which will activate its Unburden, allowing it to go for some nice KOs with Brave Bird or Close Combat. We also have the one and only live Wo-Chien reaction over here on the right side, which is probably one of the more rarer legendary quartet Pokemon, but its main reason for being on the team is to deal with a potential Dondozo. Iron Valiant there if you want to set up another type of terrain with Misty Terrain, or go for the Mimi Destiny Bond though after it goes down to Sash is also an option. But with that out of the way though, let's get onto the matches, shall we? Ooh, let's see, a battle against Carlos with a, wow, very OG looking team. I mean, other than the Murkrow, I am seeing a lot of opportunities for an Earthquake Heat Wave here, right? Should be fine. Earthquake hits a lot of these Pokemon, and whatever it doesn't hit, Armor Rouge can take it out though. Let's also bring in Indeedee and Hawlucha to maybe try and get an Unburden in to match that Tailwind. Alright, let's see, they lead with Flushamane and Toxtricity. Notably, two Pokemon that are still able to be hit by Earthquake and possibly even a Heat Wave. Is there booster energy on that Flushamane though? Because our booster energy activates, our speed gets boosted, and on their side they don't. So that could be a Focus Sash. So let's go for an Earthquake and then Heat Wave. Should be fine, right? Maybe we can go Terra Fire as well, just in case they go Terra Fairy. Get some extra damage off. Also get sort of our Shadow Ball weakness. Yeah. I think this should be fine. Very all-out, all-offensive team. And let's see, I think we're gonna... Yeah, we definitely are only Terraing here, since Armor Rouge is Terraing first. I imagine both of his Pokemon are faster than base Armor Rouge, but once we Earthquake here, things will change. Earthquake goes off and it will hit our own Armor Rouge. It does... Wow, it KOs Toxtricity in one hit. That is actually really good for us. Weak armor triggers on Armor Rouge, decreasing defense but raising our speed by 2 stages. Also, weakness policy will increase our special attack by 2 stages as well as our attack. Raising our attack may not seem like much, but Store Power does give us a bonus 20 power per stat increase. The Heat Wave honestly should just get the KO here on this Flutter right? Yeah, absolutely. Now with the +2 speed Armor Rouge and a very fast Roaring Moon, let's see, what does he have next here? I mean, that might honestly just win us the match right off of there, right? Colmalargo. Great Tusk. Ooh, as well as Goldengo. I mean, Heat Wave does huge here. Damage to the Goldengo at least. Honestly, we can go Breaking Swipe and then also go for a... I actually don't know the speed, so I'm going to Earthquake. And then... Stored Power. Oh, I don't know if I got the chance to switch. Oh no, okay, he just cancels the battle. I was gonna say, I could have gone for Stored Power onto the Great Tusk and then maybe, I think we go first with our Armor Rouge and then get a KO onto the Great Tusk and then have an Earthquake take out that Goldengo. But, I mean, I'll take it. The 2-turn win team is back. Ooh, the Cloud Strike. Oh my goodness, and he has Phalanx. What a lad. But he also has Sableye as well as Flamigo. Ooh, a very interesting team, actually. I mean, you know what? Worked once. Why don't it work again, right? I don't see why not. The Skeletrock and... Oh, this is not in English. Skeletrock and Scizor. But this looks like prime Earthquake and Heat Wave shenanigans here. We should move first. I mean, they have Bullet Punch, but that's not really that much of an issue, is it? So, let's go Heat Wave. Earthquake, right? They could Protect, I suppose, but, I mean, that would just be prolonging the inevitable, surely. Terra Fire, Armor Rouge. We also resist pretty much whatever they throw out now, I think. If he tries to Shadow Ball with Skeledirge, if it somehow survives, that won't do much damage to us either. Oh, but he is going to Terra Fairy Skeledirge, maybe? No, it's onto the Scizor. And it is Terra Water, actually. Kinda huge for him. Because now, Heat Wave won't do much, and Earthquake will be neutral damage. Let's have a look and see though. Earthquake might still at least KO the Skeledirge. Ooh, no, that's very bulky. Our defenses do fall, so our speed will increase, as well as our attack. Something tells me though we're gonna lose our Armor Rouge after this turn. They probably survive, and then they go for something very scary. The question is, what will they be going for? Ooh, gets them both very, very low, but not quite enough. Snarl. Ooh. Chip damage onto both. And let's see. If he doesn't KO my Armor Rouge here, Iron Hit onto the Roaring Moon. Actually, this is perfectly fine for us. We can protect with our Armor Rouge, because I imagine he's going to go for something like a Bullet Punch into that slot. And then we just Earthquake again. Earthquake should at least definitely KO the Skeledirge, and it might pick up the KO against the Scizor as well. It was a special attack drop from Snarl, not a physical attack, so that should still do work. And withdraw. Is this going to be into Flamigo to dodge the Earthquake? Well, we'll find out. There's Zerberus, which is Sableye. It's going to take some chip damage, but let's see. He could also protect with his own Scizor too. No, it's Bullet Punch. Does that KO? Yeah, we are very, very weak. Probably could have gone for a Heat Wave there, but then you learn. Let's send in Indeedee then in this case. Probably going to be another Bullet Punch into... Well, actually, no, he can't use Bullet Punch anymore. Which is something that I could have done instead. So in that case, let's go Heat Wave. We might move first, but... actually, yeah, no. Now that we have the Psychic Field out, Armor Rouge should be guaranteed to move first, so we should be fine here, right? That's Dazzling Gleam too. Bullet Punch does not work on Psychic Terrain, my friend. So Heat Wave should go off now. That might get a KO on Scizor. It's very low, even though it's a Water Terror. And it takes Sableye down to Sash? Yeah, Sableye down to Sash. But Dazzling Gleam will get the pickup KO though. Indeedee may not set the Psychic Field up for Expanding Force, but it does set the Psychic Field up to protect us from priority moves. And we still have that +2 speed, so we should still always go first, unless they have Tailwind. But if they do have Tailwind, our Roaring Moon also has a Tailwind of its own to try and match. So no matter what, we should be good here. Morbius comes out, which has got the Tail, as well as that original Skeledirge. But I mean, now we just Heat Wave again, and we Dazzling Gleam yet again. I don't mind if he does KO my Armor Rouge, because once again, if he does KO it, we have still got our Unburdened Palucha in the back. Heat Wave goes first, and let's see the damage. Oh, that's not a lot of damage onto the... Well, actually, no, it does KO the Skeledirge at least. And get the Gothitelle down very dangerously low with the Berry as well. Okay. Dazzling Gleam probably won't KO from Indeedee, but Palucha will come in at the back and clean up, most likely. Psych Up. Ooh. Popping the stat chain. Oh, hang on a second. We've got ourselves a little interesting tech over here. Let's follow me as well in case they don't use Dazzling Gleam for some reason. We'll use a single target attack. Follow me will redirect anything, but we still go first with our Armor Rouge though. +2 speed. Our base speed is still higher at least. Will allow us to cut in front of that Gothitelle and take it out. A little bit dicier compared to that first match, but still very easy with sweeps, the Heat Wave and Earthquake. At a battle against any. And also, more importantly though, using Thunderous. And everyone's favorite Amoonguss as well. I mean, honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Ooh, they do still have Tailwind as a possibility, but I think I'll be fine here, right? Landorus and Thunderous. Yep, I expected about as much. Let's see, we could go for a Tailwind of our own, honestly, to try and match his Earthquake. If we do Earthquake here, it is purely to try and hit our own Armor Rouge. So I think what I'll do is I'll Tailwind, and expecting him to Rock Slide, hit Armor Rouge for super effective, I'm going to still Heat Wave here. Just to try it out, just to see what happens. Oh, we go first with Tailwind. That means that is he going to use Thunder Wave, I wonder? Heat Wave. Oh, misses the Thunderous. You hate to see it. But a crit on Landorus, okay, maybe it's okay. Maybe not all is lost. Discharge does decent damage to the Armor Rouge, and Earthquake from the Landorus. Unfortunately, we're not going to survive that, and it also hits Roaring Moon despite being in the air. I know it looks like it shouldn't be hit by Earthquake, but it still does. And it is Life Orb Landorus. Ooh. Okay, so let's send out Indeedee, set up the Psychic Terrain, and then we can just go for a Breaking Swipe. We should definitely be moving first here, so Breaking Swipe should take out the Landorus. Probably doesn't take out Thunderous, but let's see. We can protect with Indeedee to keep it safe. We'll trade 1 for 1, I assume. And then it'll be down to Hawlucha and Indeedee. Some nice synergy though between Tornadus and Landorus. Discharge, Earthquake. Ooh, protecting the Landorus as well. Breaking Swipe is gonna hit, and I doubt it'll do too much to the Thunderous because we have been intimidated. Yeah. Not a lot of damage. Discharge gets eaten up by everyone. Unfortunately though, I'd be in a bit of a predicament here with our Hawlucha. Okay, but here's the plan though. Unburdened Hawlucha is now faster than anything else in the field. He's probably not going to be using Earthquake with his Landorus, right? So I think I can go for a Terra Steel here. Terra Steel, close combat I suppose, Thunderous. And then Dazzling Gleam, maybe take out the Landorus with our Indeedee. Question is though, do we take out that Thunderous? Does have a lot of health. And our Hawlucha doesn't have that much attack boosts. Just working off of its raw strength. We haven't been intimidated though, so that's nice. Close combat. Yeah. Thunderous does not take damage from that. But, let's see. Dazzling Gleam takes out Landorus. The crit, thankfully. But I don't know how much will Discharge do to us. We survive. Okay. If the Pokemon on the right doesn't have a spread move, we can follow me and go for another... This is actually okay. We can close combat the Thunderous again. And then we can follow me with Indeedee. We should survive. We have a berry. We can survive 1 Surging Strikes. On the following turn, if whatever comes out for Thunderous has also not a spread move, we can follow me again and maybe close combat it, hopefully get a KO. And then at the end, Hawlucha should move before the Urshifu and be able to take it out with a Brave Bird. But it's pretty much down to how long can I keep this Hawlucha alive with follow me's. This goes down. Surging Strikes, yep. 1, 2 will take us into berry. Oh no, that's berry range right there. So we will survive this turn. Question though is, what is the final Pokemon? That's 2. And here's number 3. Woo! Very low. Oh, Tailwind also goes out, but I mean, we have Unburden. That's not really an issue. Fluttermane. I think we're actually okay here, right? Because we can Brave Bird Fluttermane and follow me again. Brave Bird KOs Fluttermane on the following turn. It'll be a 1v1 because his Urshifu KOs my Indeedee. And then we just Brave Bird again. Hawlucha will sweep this for us. I'm gonna use his Terra though. It's probably gonna be Terra Fairy. Yeah. Terra Fairy, right? Yeah. Thought so. That's why I'm using Brave Bird, not Close Combat. Although then again, Close Combat wasn't gonna hit anyway, and now would be resistant. But Brave Bird will still hit. Ooh, does this have Focus Sash? If this has Sash, this actually becomes a lost match. Oh, it had Sash. And it's using Moonblast. Yeah. If it weren't for Sash, that would be a dead Fluttermane. Urshifu would be using Surging Strikes into, what is it called? Indeedee. And then, following turn, Brave Bird, we go first because we have Unburden and we win. What a pity.